Welcome to Dueling with Downton, and today I want to share with you an idea that revolves around the characters of Yuo and the 6th Goha sibling. So then, at the time of recording, episode 69 has just finished, and we only know of the existence of the 6th Goha sibling. We have not met him or her yet. Maybe that's because we have in a weird particular way. Because what if Yuo is actually the 6th Goha sibling? The reason? A simple multi-personality disorder. And thanks to the recent events that have happened within the SEVENS universe, the 6th Goha sibling's personality that is within Yuo has slowly started to reawaken. Now then, there's not a lot of evidence to support this idea, but we do have a few pieces of information that could help us sort of speculate and have this fun discussion. So first off, let's look at the flash of memory that Yuo regained at the end of episode 68 and approach it from a slightly different angle, asking the question, was that Yuo's memory or the memory of another personality that at the time was using Yuo's body as a host? And in that particular episode, Yuo, the one that we currently know, was starting to recall memories of the other personality of times when it was using his body. Now then, as for this to have happened, it would only be possible at times when Yuo had either lost consciousness or fell asleep. And then once this happened, the other personality / the 6th Goha sibling takes over as the main user of the body, controlling and doing different actions for a set amount of time. Now, looking at the character that Yuo was dueling within that memory, and looking at the actual colours after the image was inverted, it looks as similar to an outfit that a Goha sibling would wear. This could mean that Yuo was dueling a Goha sibling in that memory. But it could also be a way of the show saying, hey, guess what? Yuo is dueling himself. Just like how Luke dueled himself in episode 27. That's possible. I can see that. Another question that arises is, what if someone actually implanted the 6th Goha sibling's personality into Yuo while they were actually spending time in space? Space would have to have been the location that this experiment occurred, as doing this type of action maybe is outlawed in Goha City. You know, it's not very ethical. Then again, from what we've seen from Goha, I wouldn't put it past them to do that. However, the other siblings would have all had to go to space with Yuo. This is to A, avoid breaking them all up and splitting them, and B, causing any suspicions. Thinking about it, had Yuo just gone by himself and then returned acting very strangely and different than what he acted like before going to space, a lot of red flags and alarm bells would be ringing, and his other siblings would know right away that something isn't correct. Now then, if we do have this new personality that was implanted within Yuo, which in turn makes that personality the 6th Goha sibling, then doesn't that also mean that they deserve the title of Goha President? Thus giving us a loose answer as to how Yuo got his 2 presidential badges without ever knowing who gave them to him or how he obtained them. Now, looking at Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, the idea of spirits or multiple personalities living inside one body isn't a new concept within the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. After all, over the span of Yu-Gi-Oh!'s anime, we've had many different examples, like Yuya and the U-Boys, Jaden with Yubel, and many other examples. Heck, even Luke had that weird duel against himself that seemed like a darker version of him. Yuo at the end of episode 68 seemed like an almost redeemed character. It was a very humanizing episode for him. Yet, in episode 69, he's right back acting like his evil self, wanting to destroy Rush Doors yet again. What's not to say that the personality of the 6th Goha sibling that is within Yuo could be trying to overtake on a more permanent basis, thus is influencing Yuo's behaviour, making him more antagonistic, where beforehand we saw him opening up and being a bit more sort of friendlier. Very, very slowly, over a course of time, I can believe that a sixth sibling, if was inside Yuo, would want to push Yuo's subconsciousness down, so that the sixth sibling's personality could fully awaken and fulfill its purpose. But then, what's the point? Why would somebody implant another personality into a character like Yuo? Well, whoever flagshipped this plan must also believe that they could create this personality that would be easy to control and manipulate, that would lead Goha Corporation in the right direction in the future, and was fearful that if left to the Goha siblings that we currently know, Goha would be in grave danger. Choosing Yuo to be the main host maybe it's because Yuo was experimented on and was seen as the most compatible with this personality that they managed to artificially create. Plus, he's also the youngest, so maybe they thought he would be more impressionable or gullible and believing anything that they told them. I always found it slightly odd how Yuo returned back to Earth with the rest of the Goha siblings. Yet, the one thing that makes Yuo different than the other siblings in terms of who sticks around Yuo constantly is the fact that the presidential drone is always by Yuo's side. Almost as if he's monitoring Yuo. Anyways, that's just a crazy idea that I had and I just wanted to share with you. And also get your thoughts on this particular topic. Now, I understand there are a lot of big flaws within this idea. Like the fact is, we haven't seen any adults in space with the Goha siblings. Nor have we had much hints of, evidence that credits this idea. Like I said earlier, maybe Yuo loses consciousness or falls asleep and another personality takes over. We've not seen any flashbacks or scenes or any information given to us that Yuo has a habit of going unconscious in random places. Or that Yuo suddenly goes to sleep and then next minute someone sees him walking around again with a slightly different look in his eye. We've not had anything like that yet, but it's still early days within this arc, but I believe we can still have something similar to that occur. Again, this was just a fun idea that I just wanted to speculate on a bit further and get some thought and feedback on it. Nothing to take too seriously here. So I leave you with this, asking one more time, could Yuo have the personality of the sixth Goha sibling within him, just waiting to awaken without Yuo even knowing what's coming? Well, that's all I have to say for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, hit that like button, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe so you never miss another video from myself. But, if I'm perfectly honest, this idea probably will get debunked by Sevens pretty soon, because they have a tendency of debunking ideas that I bring up. But hey, it was fun, I enjoyed myself, hope you did as well. See you real soon, alligator, matane, goodbye.